Hi guys, Martin here. As I said in the previous video, we experienced a proper roller coaster, proper earthquake, as I called it in the last video. Yeah, I was expecting a lot to happen, but this is just beyond my imagination, to be honest. It went even up to nearly $20,000 on GDEX, which was a few $1,000s different than others in America, and other exchanges in America. Some exchanges are experiencing technical difficulties because of the huge traffic on their exchanges like Coinbase, GDAX, and Bittrex. Bittrex and Bitfinex are also struggling with the payouts for their customers. Some of them are waiting even weeks for their money to be released, which is not acceptable in my opinion. But this is all because of the huge interest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just growing too fast, and this is actually not good. I know that everyone is happy that we are making so much money, but in the long run, this is not sustainable, guys. I will explain you in this video why, and I'm quite concerned. I prepared the picture as an example what is going on for the history of Bitcoin. So basically, in each line we've got time, how long it took Bitcoin to break through one grand barrier. So first grand was reached after 1789 days, guys, and now sometimes it's even less than a day. Sometimes right now, even in recent days, yesterday was just met, the day before as well. We saw movements up and down a few grand within hours. This is just way too much. I know that this is the definition of Bitcoin because there's not much liquidity there yet, because the market is young. But why I think this is a bad thing? No one is prepared from the technical side for such growth. So the transaction fees are too high. Backlog on Bitcoin network is getting too big. Mempool is growing every single day. And what that means, that we pay more per byte and our transaction fees are basically higher. But this is not all. Exchanges are not able to keep up with expanding their servers, so they are experiencing technical difficulties. Even such huge exchanges like Coinbase, they experience technical difficulties almost every single day right now, and we don't even have futures options started yet. They are starting in 2 days from now, and we already experience so much troubles. And moreover, the backlog is so huge. I never saw such huge backlog on Bitcoin network. I will show it to you guys right now what I talk about. So basically, right now we've got 217,000 transactions. This is a lot. I never saw so many before, but this is not all. It's not only the number of transactions, it's more of how much they weigh in bytes, because that's how they define how much do we pay for the transaction, how high is our transaction fee. So we can check it over here. This page is very useful. This is showing us how much we have to pay in satoshis per byte to get our money on time. And over here we've got the estimate how much time and how many blocks it's gonna take before that will reach us. So basically, if you're sending your money and you want to get it within let's say 5 hours, up to 5 hours, you need to pay over 300 satoshis per byte. And each transaction is not only few bytes, it's much more than that. I will quickly show you guys how much is it actually. So last transaction from Genesis Mining to my wallet was 84 bytes. If we pay few hundred satoshis per byte, this is actually getting to some crazy numbers. We can pay even up to, I saw that some of the other YouTubers pay like $20 per transaction on Exodus Wallet. This is very expensive, by the way. You can do it much cheaper. As you can see, Genesis Mining paid only 118 satoshis, but if you want to have your money on your other account, on your other wallet, within up to 5 hours, it is over 300 right now satoshis per byte. So this is way cheaper. And yeah, guys, and this is really concerning. And this is not even all, because I will explain how the mining works. So basically, each block should be mined within 10 minutes, and over here we can see 10 lines, the last 10 blocks which were mined. By the way, I really appreciate that page. It's really good. It's better than Bitcoin Wisdom, way better. It's showing the correct data. It's 1 hour and 9 minutes for 10 blocks, so it's way less than 10 minutes per block, because it should be 1 hour 40 minutes if it's 10 blocks, right? 10 minutes each, so 100 minutes, so 1 hour 40 minutes, and we got 1 hour 9 minutes, so we are half an hour ahead of a schedule, right? And still they are struggling so much that you cannot keep up with the transactions. And we still didn't even experience the worst, because futures didn't start yet. I know that the futures won't trade with the actual Bitcoin, but this will create even more speculation, even more volatility on the price of Bitcoin. So we will see some crazy stuff going on. I don't know if it's going to be worse than now, but if it will be, yeah, it could be quite dramatic, to be honest. So yeah, guys, and this is not all. For the miners now, we just experienced a rise of the difficulty by 18%, and still they are predicting that the next jump will be another 18%, because they are mining way faster than 10 minutes per block. And Bitcoin always adjusts difficulty, so the average is 1 block per 10 minutes. So our difficulty will go up again in roughly 11 days and 7 hours from now. And as you can see, even that they are mining once again way ahead of the schedule, they cannot keep up. I talk about miners right now. So if the miners cannot keep up, our transactions are getting slower and our transaction fees are getting higher. So the whole network will be in a big queue, in big traffic. So we will just stuck in the traffic. That's what is going on, guys. I actually noticed that Genesis Mining did make a payout for the 7th already for this is Monero and Ethereum. We've got just small amounts which were given to me. But I've got my payouts in BTC, that's why you see BTC over here. They already appeared on the payout section, but not actual BTC. So this is only the sign that they are trying to make everything according to the schedule, so day by day, up to date. But with Bitcoin, it might be actually a problem, because if they want to stick to a daily routine of paying out, people who mine less, they will have actually big chunk of their earnings, of their mining, taken by transaction fees. At the moment, the minimum payout threshold is 0.002 BTC, which is like 1/6, even less than what I've got daily after the difficulty adjustments. You can see that 18% increase of difficulty had huge impact on my payouts. It was 0.0152 and suddenly 0.0128, and this is not a mistake. This is just because it's getting more and more difficult to mine blocks. And the other thing is they've got some reserves, as you can see, and they still mine faster than 10 minutes per block, which is not enough. Once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to another thing right now. What if they will just run out of their reserves, because they have them for sure, as we can see. They are just not launching everything in one go like Bitmain, because they are producing manufacturing the hardware. But what if they will run out of the reserves, because it is so crazy right now? If they won't be able to produce the hardware on time and set up their servers and mine, we will be getting in bigger and bigger and bigger queues, bigger traffics, and our money will stack on the chain for, well, you can just imagine for how long. It's really hard to predict it. But once again, guys, it is really great. The price is going up. I love Bitcoin. I love the idea. I love the idea of decentralizations. I like the idea that we've got finally some kind of a freedom of money, and there's not much regulations out there yet. But for now, this is looking very promising, and I don't think they can stop it. But demand is so huge that I'm quite concerned how the Bitcoin network will solve that issue, because that issue is already existing and it will just keep growing all the time. And like I said, futures are starting, the first one in 2 days, 10th of December, another one 18th of December, and there will be others following. And what with our transactions? There won't be a problem for them trading with the futures options, because they won't stuck in traffic, but we will. And the exchanges will be struggling to handle so many transactions, such huge traffic. Their servers have limits as well. When they are trying to upgrade something, remember, they are risking more and more, because when you are doing upgrades, it is much easier to get hacked, have some security breach. All this together just making me think that Bitcoin is just growing way too fast. This is getting mad, this is getting crazy. From one hand, it's really good, we are making a lot of money, but from the other hand, well guys, I hope this won't end up with some proper blood on the streets, as they call it, but I cannot be certain about it. I will show you guys that actually we already had some proper roller coaster, like I said, proper earthquake. So since my last video, it is about 2 days. So let's say it was the 6th, but I think it was even the 5th. So back then we were standing about 12 grand, not even that. And then out of the sudden on the 6th, it went up like crazy. It was just madness, guys. It was going up so much. This is just a chart from Bitfinex, but GDAX actually went to $19,700. So the difference is almost 3 grand between one and the other exchanges in America and United States. And soon after, they just didn't handle the traffic on the web page, and they were down for about half an hour. So yeah, once again, this is showing what is going on. Then we had a healthy correction, I would say, and right now we are just holding around 15 grand, 14, 15 grand, which is good. I hope this will remain for some time like that, that we won't have so much craziness again and again, because the Bitcoin network need to keep up, and at the moment is not really doing it. So we will see, guys, we will see. But just to clarify things, I'm really happy about Bitcoin. I'm still a huge fan, and I hold my thumbs for Bitcoin. It is really great project. This is a chance for the humanity for financial freedom, and this is a chance not only for us in the let's say developed countries, but this is the chance for everyone, for people all around the world, equal chances. So I hope this will play out good and everyone will be happy at the end. But right now I'm quite concerned about the traffic, and yeah, that's a fact, guys. Okay, tell me what you think, guys. If you like what you saw, please put your thumbs up. And moreover, oh, one more thing I almost forgot, guys. For a moment, Bitcoin actually overtook Visa when it comes to market capitalization. I had an article somewhere over here. Well, it was on Cointelegraph, so I will just quickly turn it on. It will be easier. So there we go. Bitcoin's price surpasses $18,000 level. Yeah, it was even higher on some of the exchanges, like I said. And so this is actually higher as Visa. We can see it over here on the chart. It was just temporary because now Bitcoin went down. But anyway, this is just showing the size of this, guys. This is the major thing. This is really happening, and I think that financial industry is just losing the ground under their feet, and they know that, and they will start sooner or later playing not really nice game, let's say. They can play dirty. I'm not a financial advisor, but I will expect a lot to happen very, very soon. I hope they will not short it. I hope that there will be more long positions than short positions on Bitcoin futures exchanges, but we will see. Anyway, guys, Bitcoin is doing great. Of course, it went down a bit right now, as we saw, but in general, it is going crazy. Remember, just a couple of days ago, it was less than 12,000, which was great anyway. Right now, we are standing at 15,000, so this is 25% more, right? Yeah, and for a moment we were even higher than that. And probably we will just reach it again sooner or later. But hopefully it won't be so fast, so crazy, because Bitcoin network is not ready for it. Okay, that's it, guys. Once again, thank you. If you like what you saw, please put your thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe to it, and this will help me a lot, of course. If you want to know about the new videos coming out of this channel, please turn on the post notification. This is a small bell next to the subscribe button. Also, I will redirect that movie. I will make a link at the end of the video to another one, which is basically explaining few other aspects about Bitcoin and the future. I will talk in the other video about European Central Bank, some unfortunate events which are ongoing right now, and this all together I hope will just explain it in more detail to you guys, and I hope you will make up your own mind, and I hope this will be helpful for you. Okay, thank you once again. Bye bye for now.